Here's the latest news for Red Deer in central Alberta. Red Deer City Council has approved its 2026 operating and capital budget. Administration originally presented council with an operating budget of $484.5 million and a capital budget of $63.9 million. It included a proposed property tax increase of 7.36%. After debate, the municipal tax rate increase was set at 3.97%. That represents an increase of just under $30 a year for every $100,000 of assessed residential value for a single-family home. A 31-year-old woman is dead. She was hit by a vehicle on the QEII. She was struck north of Mackenzie Road near Red Deer on Monday. RCMP officers were on scene for several hours investigating. Initial reports suggest the woman was trying to cross the southbound lane of the highway and was hit. 2 men and a woman have been arrested in connection with a drug and weapon seizure in Red Deer. RCMP searched a home and found a loaded handgun, a shotgun with ammunition, and various drugs and drug paraphernalia. The handgun was previously reported stolen from Blackfalds. Some of the charges the 3 from Red Deer face include possession for the purpose of trafficking, possession of a prohibited weapon, and failure to comply with release orders. Police say they also had unmarked cigarettes in their stash and are charged with selling cigarettes not marked for sale. All 3 have been remanded in custody and are expected to appear in court on Thursday. Typewriters have been used for more than 150 years to create literary art. One man is making a name for himself by typing out entire books worth of letters to create visual art. ABC's Danny New explains.
As we see in Ferris Bueller's Day Off, art made up of tiny little dots can blow your mind. But what if it was instead made up of innumerable letters and symbols from a typewriter?
How many little clicks does it take to make the whole piece?
Oh, I mean, in excess of at least 500,000.
English artist James Cook has been picking up millions of views on social media as he types up anything from the Golden Gate Bridge to Robert Pattinson.
So I'm using one hand to move the typewriter, and then I'm using the right hand to actually do the typing.
James says this art form has been around since the Victorian age, but he first started experimenting with it while he was studying to be an architect in college.
In the background, I loved making these drawings so much that I just took it on as a hobby.
However, after starting his social media channel in 2014, James says he is now able to work on his quote-unquote typewriter art full-time. Of course, his appreciation for architecture still comes through, but as you've seen, he also loves to type up faces. In fact, he says the key symbol for typing up a face is the @ symbol.
Which is quite funny because when I think of typewriters, you think of social media using the @ symbol. I think, well, what were people using the @ symbol for, you know, in the 1930s and 40s?
Over the last 11 years, James says he has made more than 350 of these typewriter pieces, each one taking from 2 weeks to 2 months. In other words, typing up typewriter art is tedious work, but he still can't believe this is his job.
I would never have been disappointed if it was just my hobby that I kept to myself.
In New York, for ABC News, I'm Danny New.
And just a reminder, if you would like to watch any of these stories again, you can catch them on our YouTube channel. Just search CTV News Red Deer.
Taking a look at your Thursday forecast, we could start off with a little bit of snow in the morning, but then that'll move out and we will see the cloud break a little bit. It is going to be cold. Temperatures around -20 to start off. We're really not going to gain any warmth as we go throughout the day. A bit windy as well. Factor that in, it's going to feel colder than -30. So the wind chill, a big factor in how you need to dress when you head outside tomorrow. As far as the rest of the forecast, some warmer days in it. Here's a closer look.